Yo, what's good? This is Redman in the building, and you're watching Fusicology with me, of course. Let's get it in.
Hey, Mr. Dope Man, you're a star. I like your gold chain and your fancy car. I said, hey, Mr. Dope Man, you're a star. I like your gold chain and your fancy car.
What's good? Redman in the building. You already know we on Fusicology. Yes, I'm here. The new album drops November 13th. If you're tuned in and it's past November 13th, then it's out right now. Go get it. 13 songs on it, 2 skits on it. It's only an appetizer to Muddy Waters 2, the album dropping next summer or next spring. Have producers on there from Rockwaller to Jalil Beats to Theory Has It to Rick Rock to me to my boy Boris from Bulgaria to Dez the producer to the Futuristics known as Key and Mike and Keys, to my boy Marvel. Real short album. I did that album Mudface just to give the fans some extra music until Muddy Waters the album part 2 is done. So I just got material, man. First of all, this album is different from the last album I put out 5 years ago because the last album I put out was on Def Jam, and I'm not on Def Jam no more. So this is my first real independent album. Yeah, and the difference, another difference is that I kind of really smartened up. I didn't really change my style or format. I would never do that. I would never change the format which y'all love me for. But I'm more of dealing with quality now on how I get the music done and mixing and mastering. I'm trying to be learning to be more professional in that field. That's always been my thing, having quality music, having quality tracks. I guess you can just say I matured a little bit from last album. Yeah. That's my second gift. Everyone knows, as far as directing, I do skits on my album. That's what I'm known for, besides being a dope MC and having dope fucking albums, son. I'm known for skits, and I have the gift to do a skit audio, and while you listen to it, you can actually visualize it. So I'm directing now. I directed my video, the first single off the Mudface album called Dope Man. Dope Man, produced by Rick Rock. I directed that video. Check my website, funk.tv, and it's dope. My directorial debut was a success, and the video had content. It had all the elements that you would need to see right now, that you would need to hear and see. It's like a sightgasm, like wow, we ain't seen nothing like this in a while, so check it out. And next then I'm gonna be directing movies and writing shows, and that's what I really want to get into. I don't want to act. A lot of people say, Redman, why don't you act? You funny as hell, but I don't want to act. Acting is, and a lot of rappers out there and that say they be acting, man, they don't be all that. They just be, just hey, playing a role. I feel when you act, you gotta be able to act out of character and in character. Anyone can play themselves, but when you acting, it's just like rapping. That's just like a athlete saying they want to rap. It don't never happen for them. Only one who was successful with that was Shaq. That's my dude. He got a gold record. But and that's how I feel about acting. I don't want to just be a rapper trying to act. I want to actually learn and go to school for it and take it serious. But my place is behind the camera. Unless Steven Spielberg tell me he gonna put me in the Jurassic movie Part 5, because I'm a Jurassic fan, and they need to have a black dude in Jurassic Park that smokes weed, but
doesn't die early.
That doesn't die early. That smokes, but I understand. I know that Jurassic is a big is a big brand. The Jurassic brand is a big brand. And I know they wouldn't taint it with marijuana, but they should have a guy up there secretly, you know, he smokes. Like me, somebody from the hood that's looking at these dinosaurs like, oh shit, that's a Tyrannosaurus fucking Rex. You know, we need that. So I would act to be in the Jurassic Park. As far as Mudface, I ain't touring right now. Like I ain't even dropped the album yet. Like Red and Meth, we stay on tour. Like touring is nothing for us. Like for the fans out there, for the people out there, Red and Meth, we tour like the 90s. Like sometimes we gotta turn down tours. And that's because of our show quality and who we are. We the motherfuckers. So the Mudface album, I'm gonna tour on it. I ain't even drop it yet, but I always do a run through the States, through Canada and overseas and shit. So yeah, I gotta promote it. It's only right I go get that guap. Excuse me. And this is water, by the way, I don't drink. I commend the artists that started independent and has been living their life independently. I admire them, like guys like E40 on down. You know, because being on a major label and the transition between being on a major and indie, as your question was, is that, you know, honestly, like Def Jam as a label have taught us so much, from LL Cool J to DMX to Red and Meth. They have taught us so much about being a label and working your brand. Because back in the day, everyone wanted to be Def Jam. Every label wanted to be like Def Jam. Why? Because Def Jam knew how to build an artist. They know how to take care of artists, not just by money, but building them, working with them, watching them progress, watching them excel. That's what Def Jam had. And me and Meth, we learned that. We didn't sleep while we was being taught. So we just took what we taught, that we learned from Def Jam, and implemented in our independent situation right now. And honestly, it's no different. You're just spending your money now than spending your money that the label give you. So honestly, it just kind of teaches you a lesson. It kind of builds you more mentally on how this business is ran, and I love it. I love the independent game. Like, I'm free now. I can do what I want. If I want to do a deal with somebody right quick, I can do a deal and shut it down, and you know, and do my albums, drop it when I want, drop it without no opinions, drop it without no stress, not feeling like I have to compete with other artists on the label just to get good promotion and have a doper album than another dude. So I love it. The independent route gave me more freedom to my life and less stress. But I will not take one thing away from Def Jam from showing me what I know and my surroundings, from Russell to Leo to Kevin Lyles. They showed me a lot. You know, Tracy Waples, they showed me a lot. Rhonda Cowan, they showed me a lot, you know. You know what I found funny about that? Is that Redman, Eric Sermon, and Keith Murray, we never stopped banging. Like, a lot of people out there were surprised, you know, like, wow, they still got it. No, y'all just was lost. You know, y'all was too tuned in to other bullshit. And, you know, we been here. We still here. Like, we just didn't pop up on the BET Cypher and got nice. Nah, we been cooking, my nigga. Like, we been stirring up shit. Y'all just was late. You know, y'all just forgot. You know, and it's cool. You know, we think about doing an EP. We was thinking about doing an EP and an album anyway, way before the BET Cypher. But that kind that kind of certified it, you know, that we should just get back in the studio and get shit jumping off. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Fuck that. I'm ready to rock. Any way possible to keep pushing this hip hop movement. I'm ready to tear shit down. You know what? I love it because it's keeping me with a job. I still have a job, and and that's the question. A lot of people's not happy about the new generation of hip hop, and it's cool. It's cool that everybody have an opinion. A lot. No, I wouldn't even say that because when we came in from the '80s, when we started off the '90s and shit, people were very pleased. We had a couple of people that it was like, who are these motherfuckers with these big ass fucking baggy pants and Timberlands and shit, looking all wild and crazy. Yeah, we had a couple of those, but one thing about our era is that we elevated that shit. They created it and we started elevating it, and we took hip hop to a point. First of all, '90s era was the most pivotal era of hip hop, hands down, straight the fuck up. The new era right now, fucking dope. It's still providing jobs, especially to people from our culture. To come out from jail, to come off the street and be somebody. It's allowing that. It's allowing me to keep a job, to feed my babies, and just as much as maybe people are not feeling the new generation, it left an open door for us, like guys like Tribe Called Quest, Busta Rhymes, Keith Murray, Raekwon the Chef, You God, Eric Sermon, DOS Effects. It left jobs for us to still work because people want to hear that originality. They want to hear that hump, that boom bap. So big up to the new era. And I respect all the new era artists too. Like when I see them, hey man, look at me as the OG. I don't care. Yeah, this is the road I paid for y'all motherfuckers to do what y'all do. So I'm good. I don't even need a feature. I don't be featuring and having features and trying to win. No, I'm good. Y'all do what y'all do. I just want y'all to know I help pave that way. So y'all can do the same thing for the next artist that's coming under y'all when they're young and looking fresh and you're getting older, because it is going to happen. The point is, will some of them new era artists last this long as Busta Rhymes, Redman, Method Man? We 22, 3 years deep in and still have relevancy. Can the new artists of the day with the expectancy? The expectancy on the new artists nowadays is 2 albums. Tops. After 2 albums, if you ain't banging, really, you're done for. So, I still have a job. I'm ripping the BET cypher at 40 plus and still looking young. Can other artists, can the new artists go that long? I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see. But big up to all the new artists, from Gunplay to J. Cole to the whole TDE to Joey Badass to Skipper the Flipper. I like Skipper the Flipper. That nigga be rocking. Rick Ross. Fucking Drake be spitting. Meek Mills be spitting too. Bottom line. Drake be tearing shit down. I always told motherfuckers too, man, like, even though Drake be singing and shit, but I told him, look, man, bottom line, if somebody make Drake mad and he gotta get loose on that mic, it's gonna be problems. And he ain't even get loose on the mic. Like, I don't even think nobody even got Drake mad enough to really get loose. Like, loose. Like, fuck the singing hook. Fuck having a diss record that's in the club. I'm talking about just straight bars, just beat. I don't think nobody pushed him there to really do that. Like, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck this singing shit. Let me show these motherfuckers I got bars. Drake is dangerous. Dangerous, I think. Big Daddy Kane, he's like our big unk, because he was in a generation right before we came. So he's like our big unk, along with like Chuck D and everybody. And he's right. Big Daddy Kane is absolutely right. It's not, and I'm sure he's not mad about it, because Big Daddy Kane is a smooth operator. He has never been known to been mad about anything. far, especially when it comes to respect, because Big Daddy Kane got all respect and top-notch quality respect. I understand what he's saying, because our generation, 90s era, we was so hot, and we was so fucking, we was so wild and hot, and we was, them young dudes in the 90s. But one thing about our era, we heavily pay homage to the generation before us, like EP&D, Salt and Pepper, Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, on down to Just Ice, to De La Soul. We pay heavy homage to these guys, like heavy. So they was always remembered during our era, and they had relevancy in our era. From us putting them on, from us doing records, from us shouting them out in songs, they kept relevancy, and they wasn't mad at our era at all. They wasn't mad for how we was running it, because they knew we was taking it to another level, so they supported us. Is it like that now? Not the same way. The music is a little different, and the respect level and homage level is a little different. Me, as for guys like me, I don't give a fuck if none of you motherfuckers give me any homage. Straight up. Because I know I'm nice with that mic. And your fucking favorite rapper looks up to me. Understand? So, and I ain't being cocky, but I just know my place. Like, I have never worried about the new era coming to me or Meth. Me and Meth do not give a fuck if the new era come to us or not, because we still get money. We still on a roll, and we still supply our fans with that heat. And we have a cult. We have a cult of white, Mexican, Spanish, black. We have a cult, so we're good. So when people come up to us and show us love, it ain't nothing but gratitude. Like, hey, thank you, and you keep doing what the fuck you do, because you know what? You got to do the same thing for the next generation. So Big Daddy Kane makes a valuable point that we should treat our culture of music that we built like the rock group, because any rock group, any band, they're still rocking and still supported heavily, going on tour. Like, you can have a rock band, nigga. Fucking Madonna can drop an album and do 500,000 still. They support their culture of music, and Big Daddy Kane saying the same thing. We should learn to support our culture of music to keep it turning for the next generation. Redman is working on the How High Part 2 and Blackout 3D album. Miss Amber Lachey, beautiful artist out of ATL. I'm working with her music. She's going to be on in a minute. Look out for her. And Muddy Waters 2, the album next year, 2016. You can find me on Twitter at The Real Redman, and Instagram Redman Gilla, REDMANGILLA. They're cutting our time. And you can check us at my store, www.richmondhood.com, or 827 Castleton Avenue, Staten Island. We out here.